Hey, what's going on? Ryan here with Intersection Records and want to talk about Sly Stone, who passed away today at the age of 82. He was an innovator, he was a producer, he was a songwriter, he was kind of a fashion mogul. He was one of the first to integrate a rock band, both with men and women and black and white people. He was a prodigy child musician, a disc jockey, um, learning to play the piano at age 4. And by 11, having learned bass, guitar, and drums, he was a singer. He was born in Texas, and on March 15th, 1943, his family soon moved to the northern area of the Bay Area, where he spent most of his life. He's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member. And really, by 1966, he does form the Sly and the Family Stone, along with his brother Fred and his sister Rose. Dance to the Music is one of his first big hits in 1968, along with songs like Everyday People, using lots of different harmonies and voices within the band. He's primarily a keyboard player within this band. By 1969, he's headlining and one of the headliners to Woodstock in August of 69, and really one of the biggest stars in the world at that point. He's a pop star. And, yes, the music would go on to be what we call funk, and kind of a pioneer in funk and dance music, but really it's pop music at that time, pop and rock music. As a producer in San Francisco area, he produces albums by people like Grace Slick's band, The Great Society. Upon suggestion of a record company, he does form, again, his own band. He's a multi-instrumentalist, plays most of the instruments on many of his albums. But really by 1974, 1975, his drug use and cocaine use in particular, along with PCP, has really taken over his life. He's missing shows, he's canceling shows, he's starting shows and not finishing shows. And really, it just completely derails his career by the late 70s and early 80s, where he kind of disappears. He does put music out in 1987. He makes a couple of attempted comebacks, but really his career is short-lived. 1968 to 1973 is the prime of his career. He has people like Larry Graham on bass in his band. He is one of the first musicians to use a drum machine in the very early 70s. And again, huge hits and huge pop chart success with Everyday People and songs like this. His album Stand from 1969 is a huge album for him. He will be missed as a pioneer. People like Bruno Mars and people like Prince have a lot of debt to him for kind of designing a sound and a way. And again, his pop culture relevance and wardrobe and things like this is certainly going to be something that he's going to be known for. Sly Stone dies at the age of 82 after years and years of health problems, and you certainly made your mark. There is a great documentary that Questlove put out a couple years ago that I highly recommend. And again, unfortunately, this tale of drugs is a tale that many of our favorite musicians went down, unfortunately, and it's tragic. He was reclusive for years. He is one of the rare musicians that has this type of success with a drug problem that lives into his 80s, 82 years old. And most of his life, unfortunately, was, in and out of trouble, being homeless, and having major problems. But he did leave a legacy that, not many people could say also. Check out my channel. We talk about great music. Rest in peace, Sly Stone. Peace out. See you.